Oh, good morning from New York City, and we are headed down to the cruise terminal to get on Norwegian Joy going to Bermuda. And since we got here a day early, I'm gonna explain to you how we did it, and that is what's next. So the area we're in is Hudson Yards, down on 34th Street. And the reason we picked Hudson Yards is because literally one block from our hotel, which was the Courtyard Marriott in Midtown. Excuse the interruption. Chelsea's enjoying the luggage, just rolling by itself. Level 8, baby, level 8. There is 2 train terminals. It's the 7 line for the subways. There was just a ton of stuff, and the availability of the subway was awesome 1 block away. Now for New York, I think we booked the hotel rooms at around 220 bucks a night. And for New York City, that's a pretty good price. We did fly into LaGuardia. Oh, I see a little boat. And it would have been about an hour and 15-minute train rides with a couple of different jumps from buses to trains to get from LaGuardia, because there is no subway station at LaGuardia. You got to take a bus to get you over to Jamaica Station. We ended up getting Ubers, paid about $75 for an Uber to get to our hotel, and it took us about 30 minutes instead of an hour. Now, if you're flying into the JFK does have the subways attached to it. You walk right out of the airport terminal and into the subway terminals and take it wherever you need to go. Don't be scared of public transit either. The big city's set up to move around. Just learn to trust the system. You can get there, just 1 train at a time. If you're looking for a hotel in New York, I would recommend putting yourself closest to a major metro stop subway. And it worked out to be like $2.75 per ride, no matter where the hell you were going. So I think I bought a $15 ticket about that, and that's what I spent on subways for 2 days. That is a weird recommendation. Now, another recommendation is come into New York City if you actually want to see New York City as one of your ports. Make it part of your trip. You can probably stay here for 3 months, go somewhere every single day for 90 days, and still not even begin to touch all the things you can do in New York City. Make this part of your destination. So now we're actually on the piers. What we're coming up on is something really amazing. If you have any military traditions, the USS Intrepid. In honor of my mom's next door neighbor and the man I grew up next to, Mr. Mike, you can stop and go to the Intrepid Museum. On top of this sucker, there are a bunch of different aircraft. In fact, if you're into like the movie Top Gun, they have a Tomcat up there. They have an actual space shuttle, NASA rocket ship. They have helicopters, they have a spy plane. They have some amazing stuff on that ship. Plus you can just see the size of an aircraft carrier. And then honestly, that's an old aircraft carrier built in the 50s. But this thing, 3,000-4,000 people on it, supporting like 40 airplanes. It's bigger than most militaries in the world. 1 aircraft carrier. So leaving out of New York was always kind of a bucket list for us. So hopefully we'll be seeing sunset right around the time we're heading out to sea. So a lot of people think the cruise is only the cruise where the cruise goes. But remember, the port you leave out of could be another detour for you if you like. It doesn't have to be just a stop. We have officially made it to Pier 88 in New York City to get on a Norwegian Joy for a 7-day trip to Bermuda. We have a boarding time today of 9:30 to 10 o'clock, so we're one of the first ones. It's insane down here because everybody's leaving the ship, 3,000 or 4,000 people, and everybody's trying to get on the ship, 3,000 or 4,000 people. Oh my God, look how many people are going in this elevator. Oh Lord, that's a lot of people. We're herding cats. Real. All right, so I'm not gonna be able to film a whole lot in here because, you're getting in security and loading and all this, but this is how it starts every time it's boarding. Hey, it's 9:41. Let's see how long it takes us to get through the New York terminal. And 9 minutes later, we're about halfway through the line. And it's now 9:58. So about 20 minutes through security, heading up to, this is where you get your picture and you get your card, and then after that you go to the waiting room and you're waiting to get on the boat. Now if you look back behind me, there's people leaving the boat. Everybody that's in the terminal is like, get off the damn boat. They're doing, we hate you, we want to stay on the boat. And it is now 10:15. We officially got our boarding number. Now we're gonna go sit in the waiting room. And now they've made the announcement 3 or 4 different times that the Wi-Fi is down, which means they can't board the ship, and now it's 12:09.
I think we're up and running.
Wait continues.
But don't lose your faith. We're gonna do it, I promise. You will be on the ship soon.
And it is 12:43, and they just announced boarding group number 1. We are
We're gonna be boarding, checking you in by hand, whatever that means. It's gonna be slow.
We're getting on a ship today.
sometime today.
No problemo.
Do, 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 do. $12.59, boarding group 4.
This is for boarding group 6 and boarding group 7.
It's 107. They just called 3 boarding groups all at once.
Boarding groups number 1 through 9. 1 through 9. Please proceed to boarding area C with your key card.
Only 7 more.
Group card be returned.
Yeah, it's like 109 now.
1 through 17.
That sounds.
Okay,
115. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I just need food. All right, we're out on the boarding deck, so we have to go to the rear of the ship, and we're gonna go check in over here. And at what, a 1:20-ish, we are boarding now. But here we go, we're boarding. Because this is exactly what you're gonna go through when you come on board. Okay, so mission number 1, go find the ketchup drill. I mean, the mayonnaise drill. I mean, the mustard drill. I'm so hungry. I think people are very hungry and grumpy right now. It's just 1 per room, or? All right, well, that was easy. Let's see. Outside. Okay, this is just like a wasted little weird hallway here. Don't know where we're at, don't know where we're going. One of the coolest parts about sailing out of New York City is just gonna be the view of sailing out of New York City. But first we gotta find H2O. And the reason why we love H2O so much is because it's most of the time adults only. H2O. Holy crap. Whoa, we've been on a bunch of these ships. This is different. That is the biggest damn jacuzzi I've ever seen. This place is way smaller than the other ships, but it's still cool. We got our own bar. So seriously, this is the most different H2O I've ever seen. I like it, actually. So look at this, and look how cool it is. You can see that's the Concorde, and then underneath this building right here is actually the space shuttle. That's New York, baby. And now it's a little bit after 4 o'clock, and we still have not gotten a room call yet, but they're doing the safety drill right now, which is the last part of onboarding process. Chelsea has taken a nap until we set sail, which is going to probably be one of the highlights of this cruise, is leaving out of New York City and getting to see it all as we leave. Really looking forward to that. It's something I think everybody's got to see one day. It's just so cool. And hopefully we don't hit any of these storms, because the storms are coming in from Jersey. But it don't rain on no cruise ship. And what time is it, Chelsea?
6:06.
6:06, and we're officially moving. So we're gonna go to the highest point on the ship. There's gonna be the sail away party in a little bit, but there's gonna be some epic views. I mean, look, right now you are overlooking the Intrepid downtown. This is like Hudson Yard area. You got the Empire State Building right over here. We're gonna see it all on the cruise out. What you think?
I'm excited. It's such a learning.
There's a rainstorm coming right down the road from us. Hopefully we don't get caught in that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and look, One World Trade Tower. And that right over there is Pier 88. That's where we were docked.
That's what I'm saying, like where we're docked at, like you see the engagement.
Holy Lord, that's a pretty yacht. Look at that one tower all the way into the clouds.
Yep.
The tall ones.
Yep.
All 3. Could you imagine if you're up in there and then all of a sudden everything just goes white? I don't know who I is, but I want to thank you. Well, you're welcome. Okay, so once again, we got to talk about this janky building over here that looks like somebody was playing Jenga. I'll have to be honest, it's like one of the shots I never thought I would get. To see her like this. Yeah. If you come to New York, you have to go.
Bucket list.
Yeah. That's Ellis Island right there. That's where everybody, you have to walk across that bridge to go to it. Climbed her once.
You went up there?
To the head. Couldn't go to the arm. My mom went up in the
Oh, they can't go to the arm.
You can't go up there anymore.
Why not?
They closed it years and years and years ago.
Hey, can you get a picture of us with it in the background?
So, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a big bucket list to be able to sail past some of the biggest parts of America. So it's just cool as hell, just having this privilege. So dinner was excellent at Savor or Taste or whichever one we went to, because they're the same thing either way. It doesn't really matter which one you go to. We made it back up to H2O, Spice H2O to get a drink, and now we're getting out into the Atlantic, so it's getting kind of breezy. She got goose nipples. We did see the room for 2 seconds, but we haven't even found our second 2 bags yet. They haven't even arrived yet. Told you she was cold. She ran in the room and got a hoodie. And this is the room. Oh, she hasn't even been out on the balcony yet. good first day. We got a lot more coming, room tours, ship tours, all of it. Stick with us and you'll see what's
next.